Hello, beautiful brains. Welcome in. For those of you that are new and just meeting me for the first time, my name is Jennifer, and the mission on my channel is to share my own integration journey after plant medicine so that I can offer you tips and ideas that might help you on your journey or even help you decide if you want to have your own ayahuasca experience. Today, I'd like to talk about self-love and the role that ayahuasca has played in my own development of self-love. When I had my ayahuasca medicine experience, the mother herself definitely took me away, wrapped herself around me, and made me feel what true and pure love actually feels like. It's a rare thing in my world. I had definitely experienced it. I have love and support now, not on this plane with us anymore, but it definitely existed in my life, and she's right behind me always, over my shoulder, my unconditional love. So I did know what it felt like, but to just have it in myself without that person here sort of reminding me constantly that I'm worthy of love, it's a really difficult concept. So how do you achieve this? Again, Mother Ayahuasca, she showed me, she wrapped herself around me. I had taken some integration classes at the retreat I was at, and these concepts were explained and described to me. And I felt my mind opening to the idea, but also being really confused by the concept. It felt like it opened something like, I can't even describe it to you. It was like a hole open and I didn't even know what to do with it. And I thought, self-love, oh my gosh, how on earth am I going to achieve that? So ayahuasca helped me understand and see that self-love is possible. I understood what unconditional, all whole, one connected love feels like, which is just such a gift. And if you try ayahuasca for any reason, let it be that, because my God, like the oneness that you feel and the sense of just beauty and connectedness to everything that's in this universe, that in itself is just stunning. But over time, when you come home and the magic starts to fade, if you will, or just not be as loud, it's more like a hum in the background. I don't think you'll ever forget it, but it's not as predominant over time. You start to slip back into forgetting what that true whole love felt like. But because my brain had been changed, it'd been open, it's ready to accept change, new ritual, new repetition, ayahuasca definitely helped my brain get prepared to fall in love with itself. So through repetition, through acts of love, I always describe this as taking care of a child. That's how self-love is built in a healthy human. So can you nurture yourself into that as an adult? Absolutely. And that's the work that I've been doing. So again, I know that healing inner child work does not resonate with everybody, and that's totally fine, but that was the journey I'm on, and that is what I help other people do. So starting from the beginning of your life, really getting to know yourself. What was that like? How did you end up the person you are today, with habits, rituals, behaviors, thoughts, feelings about yourself that you want to change, that you recognize are unhealthy for you? We do that work. So with the inner child work that I was doing, nurturing myself, I started off very small, taking care of my personal environment. So keeping things tidy, making sure that I had clean clothes to wear, a clean bed, a clean bathroom, these tiny, tiny little acts of nurturing, making my bed in the morning. Really just over time, as I said, I started to go into things like taking care of my diet. So making sure I was eating properly, getting all of the nutrients that I needed, vitamins, minerals, drinking enough water. Then movement came in. So actions that I love doing, finding hobbies and things that inspire. So I like to sing, so I joined a chorus. Really just doing things that you would want your child to do, somebody that you're caring for, that you're wanting to live their best life and reach their highest potential, or do the things that they are here to do. So finding their purpose. So yes, ayahuasca absolutely helped me get my brain into the right place. It showed me that it was possible, but again, that integration is so important. It's that work that I had to continuously do. Had I not done this work, had I just sort of left it, I think I would be an even more tortured soul in the sense that I would be really aware of how I've let myself down, how I've abandoned myself, but just not following through. So I can't even imagine that. And I know that there are some people that experience that, and I don't want that to happen to anybody, because the idea of that suffering, I know what that feels like, that deep disappointment in yourself, like you're unworthy, like you're just never going to change. And I just don't want anybody to feel that. So I want you to know that change is possible for yourself. And maybe you haven't experienced plant medicine and you don't intend to. I feel like you can still do this work. While it might be harder because your brain is not as flexible, you may be what we call psychological inflexibility, so being stuck or fused to your own former identity. And so you might be trying to use this logical mind to retrain, but that kind of effort, it takes time. It is possible though, and that's what I'm saying. So for myself, ayahuasca definitely it finally put my brain in a place where the changes would stick, because I had felt like I had put in the effort in the past to make these changes for myself, and I just didn't see the outcome that I needed. But with ayahuasca, I was able to achieve that. Anyways, point being, for yourself, if you're not going to do ayahuasca, or maybe you have and you feel like you just haven't achieved those outcomes that you want, don't give up on yourself. Just keep on trying, building these routines, nurture yourself like you would a child from the very beginning of life, because that's what it takes to create a well-minded, stable individual with sovereignty, who's mastered their own emotions, who knows their purpose, who loves themselves and the world around them. It is possible to love and to nurture yourself into a well-balanced human. So start small, do little tasks for yourself, and really notice those tasks and appreciate yourself for that. Almost thank yourself for that. Wow, thanks for making my bed today. That was great. Thanks for that cup of coffee. That was lovely. I'm so proud of us that we baked our own muffins today, right? Just any of those little things that you would do for a child, and really just acknowledge yourself for that and be proud of yourself for that. Just remember, at the end of the day, the most important relationship is the one you have with yourself. Take good care of yourself.